So I mean, Daryl Morey, Elton Brand, and whoever else up there, just get rid of this dude, man.
Can you feel that thing that's oozing out your doggone hands? That thing that's beating your doggone chest right now.
Shut up. 50 seconds to go.
This moment, this hour, it ain't no doggone tomorrow, fella. Or you gonna bust somebody in their mouth.
Convince him to kind of get his act together?
Like I said, I'm not here to babysit. I'll be willing to babysit if, someone wants to listen, but that's not my job. That's, like I said, that's out of my control. Focus on, what's here. At this point, I don't care about that man, honestly. He does whatever he wants. That's not my job. That's those guys' jobs. I'm only focused on trying to make the team better, win some games, play hard every night, try to lead,
You already know who it is. It's your boy One Trey Rock. Like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, just hit that little subscribe button, man. It costs you nothing. But yeah, let's get into it, man. So the season starts for my Philadelphia 76ers tomorrow. We play the New Orleans Pelicans. And we will be without Ben Simmons, which we all kind of knew once the season ended. But at this point, it's like, how can he come back? Even after the playoff game, I was asking folks, how could he come back? Like, how could he even show his face in Philadelphia again with the performance he put out, plus the way he was acting during the offseason? It's like, I mean, I understand we wanted him gone and all of that, but at the end of the day, if you can't take a little some criticism from a city like Philadelphia, you can't be here. It's like everybody had it. Everybody got it before. AI, Brian Dawkins, everybody. All the Philadelphia sports greats got criticism from this team. It's like, at the end of the day, you got to have heart to play here. I mean, sometimes I feel like it'd be, sometimes for me personally, and I'm a Philadelphia fan, I feel like it'd be too overboard sometimes. Like, even with the Jalen Hurts and Sirianni thing right now, it's like, I don't approve of what's going on, I mean, with the team right now, but it's like, God, I mean, we got to let them grow. We got to let them grow. But this situation right here is way different. It's way different because Ben Simmons, we gave Ben Simmons 5 years. 5 years of our life to grow into the basketball player that he needed to be to take this team to and win a championship. You have a hell of a piece in Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, even Seth Curry coming over here last year. I mean, that team was supposed to go further than it went, way farther. I feel like we were up there in the Milwaukee and all that. We should have been up there. We should have been we should at least hit the Eastern Conference Finals. But reports came out that Ben Simmons was sent home from practice today. He was scheduled to face the media at 12 o'clock that day. He got suspended without pay. He will not play in the first game. But at the end of the day, it's like, I seen the practice, the film, and he just looked disengaged. It looked like he it looked like he's making it known that he doesn't want to be here. And when one of the biggest stars on the team checked out on you, it's like you can't come back now, because now the city hates you and the players in the locker room don't care for you too much. So and now you just making yourself untradeable, bro. It's like you making yourself untradeable because teams around the league saw that playoff run. Teams around the league saw the offseason. They saw what just happened recently. Who's gonna want to deal with that? And if we do give you up, it's gonna be for pennies. Nobody is taking you at a high price. They wasn't then, they're definitely not now. So the Philadelphia Eagles front office is in a bind right now. It's like, do we cut bait with this dude? I mean, give him up for a bag of pennies just to get him get us out of this situation where he's being a cancer to the team? Or do we stick it out, make him stick it out? Because he still has, 4 years left on his contract? I mean, all the suspensions, all the missed days, all that is just going to add up and just break Ben Simmons down. Because he's going to be losing so much money. He's going to be losing so much money. And if he is here, he's not going to be happy. He's not going to play. He's not going to play good. He's just going to hurt the team. So it's like, it's a crazy situation right now. And I'm so disappointed in Ben Simmons as a man. It's like, as a man, for me, say if my boss comes to me, my boss comes to me, he tells me my performance has been poor. I know my performance has been poor, but I walk around pouting, looking like I don't want to be there over something that I did. It's like, they only pointing to what they see. They see me having a poor performance. The fans in the front office seen Ben Simmons in that playoff had a piss poor, one of the worst performances I ever seen from an all-star in a playoff game. And it wasn't that he was missing shots or anything like that. He wouldn't take the shots. He would not take a shot in the fourth quarter. He took 4 shots in what? How many games we won? 7? 4 shots in 7 fourth quarter games. You know how disrespectful that is to your teammates and to the fan base and to the Philadelphia Eagles organization, period, because we look at you as one of our stars. And I know a lot of people, they don't look for Ben Simmons to score, but he's still a star on the team. Seth Curry was balling, putting up buckets. Tobias Harris, he was doing his thing for the most part. Embiid was balling. And then you just lay an egg. We playing 5-on-4 basketball the whole series basically, cause dude's so scared to take a goddamn foul shot. Giannis Antetokounmpo couldn't shoot free throws either. He wasn't scared to drive, and he was not scared to shoot. That's the difference between dog mentality and just a dude that's just happy to be getting money. He wants to be a celebrity. Giannis Antetokounmpo is a basketball player. He improved his game year after year after year. Ben Simmons stayed right here. He stayed here. Giannis started here. Giannis could not shoot a lick when he first got into the league. He was just a big athletic defender, basically. Giannis rose all the way up here. And it's just from work. He's still not the greatest shooter in the world, but if you leave him open, he will take the shot. He will take the shot. So, man, I say that to say this. Ben Simmons, what you gonna do? You gonna be getting fined all year. You got suspended now. You gonna miss the first game of the season. All this is just gonna leak into the season. So I mean, Daryl Morey, Elton Brand, and whoever else up there, just get rid of this dude, man. At this point, you're not gonna get nothing crazy for him. You're not getting a first rounder. You're not getting nobody's star player. So put together the best package you can. Or whatever you can work with, and just shift this dude off, man. Let him be somebody else's headache. Because right here, we trying to win a championship, man. We only gonna get so many more years of prime Joel Embiid. We need to take advantage of this. I'll rock the whole season out with Maxey, man. Because Maxey, he gives you effort. He's not scared to shoot the ball, and he can play defense for the most part. He's not the elite defender as Ben Simmons, but he gives you way more on the court than Ben Simmons. So, end of the day, I I can't even congratulate you, bro. It's just like, just take a hike, man. Go run to LA and be a celebrity. Go out to LA to Beverly Hills and drive your little fancy Ferraris and stuff and buy all the houses and stuff you gonna do. But this you ain't getting away with it down here in Philly, man. I mean, especially not me. I'm born in Philadelphia, born and raised. I've been a Sixers fan my whole life, and I never seen nobody with so much bitch assness in them. That's what it is. It's just a bunch of bitch assness. I don't know if it's how he was raised or whatever the case is, but he's suffering from the case of bitch assness. So, I mean, I'm off of that now. I'm going to jump into the man because this has got my blood boiling. It's like, I come from the Allen Iversons, the Andre Iguodala's, Drew Holiday days. I come from them days. AI, it was almost impossible to keep AI off the court. He playing with broken bones in his body and everything. Dog mentality. But, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, man. All I can say is my Philadelphia 76ers start tomorrow, and I'm happy as hell. Let's jump into some Eagles stuff, man. And this my keys to victory. Y'all already know how this go. I apologize for the little rant earlier, but now we're going to get into what y'all really want here. All right. My Philadelphia Eagles keys to victory, man. I got 5 keys to victory, and I mean, it basically all runs into the same thing. So, number 5. And we got Lane Johnson back. So, I mean, this works out a little bit more in our favor. Because now we can put Lane back at right tackle and slide Jeremiah Lada back out the left tackle where he was originally getting trained for, where he got paid to play. So, that's a big deal right there. That's a big deal right there because it looked like Mailata was kind of uncomfortable at that right tackle spot, even though he played it prior years. But this whole season, he's been training to be a left tackle for real. So, I mean, that's a big thing right there. So, number 5, our offensive line. And I can't really put this on the offensive line because, in my opinion, our offensive line has been playing very, very well for the circumstances. Like, the coach not doing nothing to really help them out. They got them playing dropping back in pass protection like 90% of the goddamn game. So it's like, how can they really show their dominance, their talent, their dominance, their offensive linemen? They want to go most of my over. They want to keep dropping back, doing this all game. Letting big athletic dudes just have a running start at them. Now they got to hold them. They want to go attack those dudes. That's running the football. So, yeah, our offensive line got to play strong this week. I don't feel like the Oakland Raiders have a pass rusher like a Shaq Barrett, a Vita Veda, Sue. JPP. They don't have those kind of guys on their front line, but they have solid pass rushers. They could get after the quarterback. I watched the Denver Broncos game last week, and they did relatively well, but it's like that's Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater. They really like threw y'all the game. Now, me watching it personally, I don't know how everybody else feel. I felt like they threw y'all the game they started Drew Lock. Drew Lock played terrible. They tried to bring Bridgewater in cold. I mean, that's what happens sometimes. But end of the day, my number 5 key to victory is our offensive line has to play well this week. Number 4, I'm going to go to the other side. Our defensive line, Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat, Ryan Kerrigan. Y'all got to step up on those edges, bro. Y'all literally giving us nothing. The only real pass rush we're getting is from our 2 D tackles, Javon Hargraves, Fletcher Cox, and occasionally a Milton Williams and a Tyron Jackson that come in, and they can rush the passer from the middle, but we're getting literally nothing off our edge. They're not disciplined in their pass rush. Last week I saw Josh Sweat. I teach this to my Pop Warner kids. I mean my little league football team. Defensive ends. Y'all go outside in. So what that means is your defensive ends, y'all get up the field on the tackles outside shoulder first, and then y'all could chase. That's called containment. Because now if you're doing that, it forces the quarterback to step up. And once the quarterback step up, them 2D tackles, they right there, right in his face. He can't go nowhere. That's containing. That's a defensive end's job. Occasionally you could get away with a slash or something like that when you read the play well and it's a run play or the offensive tackle oversets and then you get them to the inside. But you can't do that on a consistent basis because that just opens up passing lanes. Now all the quarterback got to do is step to the right, step to the left. Now he out there all day. You done got washed down. Now there's nobody there to rush the passer. You got all the time in the world. You seen Tom Brady do that on 3 different occasions to us. And all was on Josh Sweat's side. So our defensive ends are going to have to contain. They're going to have to contain this week. That's number 4. We need pressure from Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat, Ryan Kerr. We need pressure from these dudes. Jannard Avery when he rushes off the end. We're getting literally nothing from our defensive ends. So that's number 4. That's my number 4 keys to victory. Our defensive ends got to step up. Number 3. And I say this lightly because it's like we still learning this team. This team's still learning each other. They're still relatively young, except for like some key veterans on our team. But all in all, our skill position on the offense is young. Except for like a Miles Sanders, this is 3rd year. Everybody else is relatively younger. Jalen Reagor's 2nd year. Devontae Smith's 1st year. Goddard's a little older, but it's like Goddard been missing a lot of time over the past few years. So but Jalen Hurts, this is his 2nd year in the league. It's like these dudes got to get on the same page with each other eventually. It's like it's plays there to be made. If y'all, I go back and watch every game. But the first time when it's live, I watch it as a fan. I'm not even scouting. I'm not looking at what's going on. I'm just rooting for my team to win. But when I go back and watch it, that's when I get in the lab with my pen and my pad. I see what's going on. See how we're getting killed. See where we can improve at. So I've been seeing a lot of receivers open. It's just Hurts can't get to them in the progression. It's like either the line breaks down or Jalen Hurts doesn't read the 2nd or 3rd progression fast enough and he just forced to leave the pocket. So, if we can get to the point where we are running the football, and we can freeze linebackers, we can freeze safeties. We could do stuff like that, then Jalen Hurts would be a little bit more comfortable back there. He can actually read, not just look at his first read and run. That's the 2 options I see all the time. He look at his first read. If it ain't there, he break in the pocket. Looking to make a backyard play. A lot of stuff got to be more structured. And that falls on the coach. That falls on the quarterback. So, Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts got to get on the same page, bro. It's like, I see Reagor running open a lot. I see Quez running open a lot. Goddard. But we continually force the ball to Devontae Smith because that's the first read on every play, basically. When he's not there, it's nothing. It was 2 occasions last week where Jalen Hurts looked at Devontae Smith, stayed on him too long. Quez Watkins is streaking down the field by himself. The play right before half. Quez Watkins is streaking down the field by himself with his arms up. Jalen Hurts never looks his way. He never looks his way. And you can see the frustration. You can see it. It's like damn, I gotta make quicker reads. That's not a coaching thing right there. That's a perfectly schemed play that Jalen Hurts didn't get to his 2nd progression on. Because if he would have turned his head also slightly, that's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. So, they still young. They still learning each other. They still working. Jalen Hurts is going to throw to who he's comfortable with right now, which is not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either because you got other dogs on the team. You got to get them more involved. There should be no way Quez Watkins is only getting targeted 2-3 times a game. There should be no way Dallas Goedert only getting targeted 2-3 times a game with how much we're passing the football. It's like we're passing the football on damn near every play. These dudes should be getting hella targets right now. Hella targets. But, that's not the case. And I feel like this week is a possibility for us to get back on track because I don't feel like the the Las Vegas Raiders defense are as strong as some of the defenses we played in the past few weeks. So, hopefully we can get that right. Number 2. My number 2 keys to victory is we gotta fluster Derek Carr. I've been watching Derek Carr since his rookie year. I love Derek Carr as a quarterback, a passing quarterback. But if you start hitting Derek Carr, and I've seen this over the years he's been here, once you start putting them pads on Derek Carr, he starts folding. Bad passes, bad reads, bad sacks, fumbles, interceptions. He reminds me of a Daniel Jones in that aspect. He's a way better quarterback than Daniel Jones, but Derek Carr does not like to get hit. I know that for a fact. He does not like to get hit. I seen the dude actually cry a few times on the field because he took some mean hits. So if you can fluster this dude, no matter how you do it, it could be the front four. You could send some extra pressure or anything like that. It's just you got to get in his face. Make him uncomfortable. Move him off his spot. He doesn't want to move. He wants to be a pocket passer. Derek Carr has a little bit of mobility, but he's not no Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen. He's not one of those dudes. So, or a Kyler Murray. He's not Russell Wilson. He's not one of those kind of dudes. He can move if he has the lane, but he wants to be a traditional passer. So, and he's not really mental. Well, I ain't gonna say he's mentally tough, but he's not a tough dude. Once you start laying them pads on him a little bit, he's gonna crumble. I promise you. Just like Sam Darnold did. He's gonna start crumbling once you start hitting the dude. So that's my number 2. Get hella pressure on Derek Carr. And my number 1. And then I don't even gotta say this. Philadelphia Eagles fans been clamoring for this since week 2. Run the goddamn football. Run, booby, run. Run, booby, run. Miles Sanders needs to touch the football over 12 times a game, bro. He's a game changer. I can't stress this but so much. He's a game changer. He changes football games with his speed, his athleticism, his quickness, and he pulls away. You're not catching Miles Sanders from behind. So it's like you have a dynamic player in your backfield that you refuse to use, and I can't understand it for the love of me, man. I cannot understand. And Sirianni, Gannon, y'all lied to us. Y'all lied to Philadelphia Eagles fans. Y'all lied to us. Y'all said y'all gonna put players in position to make plays. Y'all haven't been doing that since week 1. Y'all haven't been doing that. Putting nobody first. It starts at Nick Sirianni. You're the head coach and you're the play caller. So you're putting double duties on yourself, which you don't have to. That's why you bring an offensive coordinator in for stuff like that. What's the point of having an offensive coordinator if you're not going to let him be an offensive coordinator? You're not going to let him do his job. You're going to take his job away from him. And then you put this bullcrap product out on the field. It's like you digging your name in the dirt in Philadelphia right now. At this point, it's looking like you're going to be a one and done, bro. It's looking like you're going to be a one and done. And then you get in the press conferences trying to explain all the bullcrap, all the shenanigans. Well, explain why you not giving Miles Sanders the football. Explain why you trying to drop Jalen Hurts back 30, 40 times a game when that's not his game. Explaining why you got a dominant run offensive line, but you don't run the football. It's like, it doesn't make sense, bro. It don't make sense. But yeah, at the end of the day, bro, if we could go down here and we could jump on the Las Vegas Raiders early at their home, and we had a 10-day layover. So it's like we should be well rested, everything. So if we could go down there and hop on them early, I feel like we win this game because now you force Derek Carr to throw the ball a million times. I don't fear a Hunter Renfrow. I don't fear a Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs is a one-trick pony. We don't give up big plays. Henry Rugg is a one-trick pony. He's going to be utilized. I like Edwards, but he's not a game changer. The only real game changers I see on that team is Josh Jacobs and Darren Waller. And we fared well against tight ends so far. So, I mean, I take my chances with that. And I hear all the people keep screaming. Oh, y'all came up 90-plus points. But you got to think about this. We gave up 40 to Dallas. We gave up over 40 to Kansas City. That's the only two teams that really put up points on us. And they're two of the best offenses in the league right now. I think they're like 1-2 or 1-3, or they both top 5 offenses. Other than that, we've been shutting deep. We even fared well against Tom Brady in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week. So other than that, we really haven't been getting killed too often, like big plays and points and stuff like that. I mean, so y'all can scream that all y'all want to, but I feel like our defense has been playing solid. The only weak part we have is our linebackers, and that's bad. That's a bad thing. That's a bad situation to be in. But I mean, I feel like for the most part, Avonte Maddox been balling, Stevie Nelson been balling, Darius Slay, Rodney McLeod, Harris. Our whole back DB's been balling. So I feel like we do well in this game. I feel like my score. My prediction on this game is the Philadelphia Eagles 34, Las Vegas Raiders 20. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. On some real, I always say, it costs y'all nothing. Like absolutely nothing. $0 to hit that subscribe button. I mean, a lot of y'all like the comments because I see a lot of y'all like the content because I see the views, but it's like, come on. Like, I put this out here for the world to see. I put it out here for y'all. And I just love talking. I mean, so y'all can repay me by just hitting the little subscribe button. But, I mean, I'm on the road to 200. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, One Trey Rock. Mighty.
Could it be you calling me down? My foolish heart turns out the stars. All that I am is all that you see. You don't need nobody else, and you're putting this all on me.